Hey man, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy back again with another video, man. Today, this probably gonna be my last reaction. Definitely be my last reaction before I actually get my hands on the game. I get my hands on the game tonight. It is Thursday. By the time you get this, yeah, how to beat every covers in college football 25. This is coming from my backup quarterback. He was in the NFL. He was out there really throwing. You know what I'm saying? He was really throwing them jumps. So shout out to Kurt. You know what I'm saying? He helping y'all, you know what I'm saying? This came out like 2 hours ago. Just seen it, just came back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share. Subscribe to Kurt too. You know what I'm saying? He helping y'all out, so y'all should subscribe. This is expert knowledge. So you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it, man.
College football having just came out, I think it's the perfect time to set the foundation for understanding coverages in football. We're gonna go through all of the main coverages used.
And I know how to read coverages too, but you know, so I make my little mistakes here and there. So
in college football 25,
let's get
to
to
break them down, strengths, weaknesses, all that. Let's get to the video. All right, we're gonna keep this as simple as possible. Think of it this way: there's two shell types. There's one high shells and two high shells. Within each of those, there's different types of coverages, but there's only two coverage types. There's man coverages and zone coverages. On the man coverage side of things, you have a few different types there: cover one plug, cover one robber, cover one blitz, then you have cover zero blitz, and then cover two man. Those are kind of the main types. On the zone side, you have cover two, cover three, cover four, and cover six. All of those are the main types that everything in these playbooks is based on. So we'll start there. All right, so cover one hole, that would be cover one plug. Then you have cover one robber press, that's cover one robber. Then you have cover one blitz, this linebacker blitz one, that's cover one B. There's 5-man rush, everyone's playing man, one deep player. Then you have cover zero, double safety blitz right here. Sometimes the zero blitz comes from the safeties, sometimes it comes from the linebackers underneath. And lastly, you have 2-man. Those are all of your main man types. Flipping to the zone side, we have cover two over here on the left. You can see cover two hard flat. You can see cover three hard flat on the right. Then we have cover four, this cover four quarters, that's cover four. And then lastly, we got cover six on the left. So those are the main types. Those are how everything's formulated. But from there, you can see there's a bunch of different variations, which can make it tricky. So you got to kind of know what teams are trying to do to you to attack you. Maybe you'll want to get a little variation here where you'll go, instead of cover 2-man, you'll go this nickel over one double wide receiver one, where instead of having two high safeties, you're going to double a guy because you know that's who they're trying to feed. You can see how this all plays into itself. All right, so now we'll start this thing back from the top. Let's look at cover one plug. Keys the note here, and there's a 4-man rush. The zone linebacker is going to be lurking. He's going to be hunting up crossers. They should be playing outside leverage man because they want to funnel things inside. You want to know if you have press versus off because that's important. Do you have a go ball? Do you have a quick easy out? Those are things that I'm looking for. It's like right here, I'm going to change this right receiver to a quick out. Probably got him if I want him. The other thing to note is that the QB's drops in timing is probably going to be altered by the man defenders. Might change route timing. It's going to be different than zone. It's going to play out more. So your QB might need to be a little patient. You might not be able to throw things so soon. Matchups are very important. Now, some strengths to this defense can disrupt the QB's timing, can stop easy uncovered completions, gives the pass rush a little bit more time to get home, and the plugger in is a position to spy a QB scramble if he's not taking a crosser. Now, how do you beat it though? Got your rub routes, your returns, your zigs, deep crossers over the linebacker. That's going to be really good to have. And then if they want to press you, man, take your go balls. But like right here, I know they're in lurk / plug, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to take my easy out route versus off coverage. Get my 5 yards and move on. That's okay. You can do that. Now we got one robber. A lot of times they're going to try to disguise like it's cover two here, but that safety is going to roll down. But look, see how they're disguising like it's two? When you get this robber look, you're going to end up getting more press because they're trying to disguise. But when people disguise, they're going to be out of position. So same thing. Similar weaknesses, similar strengths. It's just coming from a different place. So press versus man is really alive here. We're going to look at one of these go balls. Safety's going to be out of position there. Once you start seeing these coverages and how they present themselves pre-snap, you can start getting the clues of the test a little bit. Now, cover one blitz, things change a little bit. In theory, the defender's leverage should be a little more inside because they don't have an inside plugger that they're funneling people to. They get beat cross face, it's over. Now, I see that leverage on that nickel. I believe that linebacker on the inside is blitzing based on the leverage of the nickel. It can start giving you clues of the test like we keep talking about. So I'm going to put him on a zig, knowing that I should be able to get easy outside leverage here. But again, when they're blitzing, now they got a 5-man rush. You're going to be one-on-one up front if you don't have your running back blocking. You don't have a whole lot of time, but you have an opportunity for big plays. If you catch it on a cross or catch it on a corner and they break a tackle, they're going to have room to run. Same thing. See the leverage on the outside. See if you have free access things like right here too. I like X on this out route to the sticks, but I'm going to try to hit this zig by branch, knowing that these zigs kill. Actually, I take that back. This free access out over here should be money. I also like the depth of this route. It's getting to about 14 yards, meaning it should allow that DB who's playing off to flip his hips and get running before this breakout happens.
Hey, man. Hey. Hey, but that's good knowledge, man. Y'all need, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, I'm seeing some of y'all get whooped out there. But like, hold on, I'm seeing some of y'all getting whooped out there. Like, y'all quitting games. Like, so this is helping. You know what I'm saying? This. Nice dot.
I like it. All right, now say they want to zero blitz you. This is where things get a little interesting. There's a few different philosophies, but just know they're going to hit you. If you don't get the ball off, you got to protect. And the first thing, it starts up front. Keep your running back into block. Know where you're going to be hot from. And I also really like these half slides. I'm going to half slide to the right, knowing my running back's going to help the next element on the left. We should have a body on a body. The only way we don't is if the guy who's covering the running back comes down and green dogs, blitz replaces with him. But what I like here is that we can get nice, easy zig routes. We can get posts that hit. We can get a lot of things down the field. I really like, if I know a team's zero blitzing me a lot, I like to bring in protection, bring the tight end in to block with different formations. Look, it's feast or famine with cover zero. I'm actually going to give X a post here because we do like posts from the outside. Just got to buy a little bit of time. We're going to go X to RB here. RB. If he can catch and run and break one tackle, it's over. All right, now let's talk about two-man. So in two-man, you have two deep path safeties and you have a bunch of inside leverage man defenders. You don't want routes that stop. Everything needs to be on the move, and you got to take advantage of this. The other thing you need to know is that they're going to be playing trail technique most of the time, meaning they're going to let the receiver beat them over the top, and they're going to be following underneath their hip to try to trail and undercut routes that are breaking in or out. That's what they're looking to do. What's the number one most viable thing to do versus this? Drop back, take two hitches, and find a lane to escape through as a quarterback if one of your guys doesn't get open. That's it. Nobody has you. If the D-line loses contain, it's over. Like right here. There's nobody for you.
Okay. I'm gonna rewatch this. Well, I gotta get my hands in the game tonight, baby.
Guy wide open. If you're anything like me, you're probably a little untraditional. And in today's day and age, what even is traditional? I know one thing. A lot of things are.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Imagine delivered.
Let's get back to that football. Football.
Hours a
Damn,
day,
this shit long as hell.
If you've ever a stride down, four-man rush, you have two half players, you have two flat players, and three cover teams. Definitely check out the link below. Now let's get back to the video. All right, now let's get into zone coverages. We're going to start with cover two. It's going to be a four-man rush. You have two half players, you have two flat players, and three hook players. The middle linebacker in this typically has a middle run through. He's got a little bit of a deeper responsibility. And things that I like to do is I like to replace him on things like this. I know that this is to stop easy completions. However, I also know that if you can clear things out, you can rip things underneath. It forces you to be patient as a quarterback. You can't just rip things all the time, but you can dink and dunk your way all the way down the field. And when they get too aggressive with their hook defenders and they want to start using, then you can rip a deep dig behind them, kind of like this. Move that stem back a little bit. These types of concepts versus cover two, the stretch and clears are money.
I'll say
Clear it out. Got him. See how we cleared out the Mike Backer there?
Yeah. You gotta get
So checkdowns over the ball are always there. All right, so cover three. Look, they're gonna have more defenders down to stop the run. The safety's coming down. It's gonna be a part of a one high shell. But the whole premise of this is you should get really easy completions to the flats. If you're not gonna get them, then you're gonna have one-on-one on linebackers. You can get runaways.
That's what I want right there.
Ways to influence the zones here. I'll show you one of my favorite ways to do it. Actually, right here. This concept has been really nasty. Let's move this down. Just remember, it's gonna be hard to get vertical shots. So you're gonna have to create levels if you're pushing out, or just take your easy flat completions. You'll have checkdowns, but flats, seams, levels. Think those three things for cover three. Look, we cleared it out with the corner. Like anything breaking out, especially running against a cover three match defense, they're going to match that vertical release and you'll get free, easy completions to the right sideline. All right, quarters. What am I thinking in quarters? Damn it, I'm thinking posts. I love posts versus quarters. You want them to be a little bit deeper so they get time to develop. And then you also need something that is going to attach to the safety. I'm going to move this up, and this is how we're going to run this on the right side. Again, it's going to be a four-man rush, but there's four deep defenders. The other thing that you got to know too, it is one-on-one outside. So you're going to get a cover four corner that's not going to get safety help on a go ball. If you can get that cover for safety to the one receiver side to hunt up anything vertical on the right. So like this right here is doctored up as a quarters beater. The other thing to note too, if you're running play actions, RPOs, in theory, those two safeties should have run support responsibilities. That's why people like to run play action fakes, deep bomb posts versus quarters, because they got to respect the run. The one change I do want to add to this though, is I want to give this left side receiver an out route. If we feel like these safeties are just getting deep and we're not going to get anything over the top, we need to have an easy outlet and we need to be able to stress on the left side. I'm going to drop back. If the safeties just bail, I'm thinking X to Y. If the safeties play low, then I'm thinking RB to B. See how it plays out. Safeties get back. Give me that out route. money. It's a one-on-one out there, even though they don't want it to seem that way. So that's the basis of coverages. And again, when you get into these playbooks, there's a lot of nuances, a lot of differences, but why those things are the way they are is because that's with an understanding of where the strengths and weaknesses are in these coverages that are the base ones. If you're getting torched by a solo receiver and you're playing a lot of two-man, you might want to take that half-field safety and double somebody. So there's changes you can make, but once you understand the foundation, then you can start applying all the other nuances with real understanding and enjoy the game more. If you liked this video, like, comment, subscribe. You can also check out my digital guide Foundations, where I go into all of this at a way deeper depth. I think you'll enjoy it. We're almost at 6,000 copies sold of my guides all time.
Shout out to Kirk, man. Shout out to Kirk, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tap into the Kirk shit, you know what I'm saying? Go support Kirk if you're new, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe. I'm up out of here. Hey, man, I'm getting ready. Watch some old vids. Already got my pass sense. Already, you know what I'm saying? I've been on Twitter, so they say the best pass sense. Already got them down, man. So, hey, look, I'm gonna be dying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So not that good. Y'all been waiting for this game. Y'all keep losing. I don't know what I'm saying. But I'm up out of here, man. Peace, man.